Today we'll be looking at conversion from order basis to base 10. And the process of converting from order base to base 10 is the converse of the one used when converting base 10 to another base. Then there are basically two methods of doing so. Should I use the power expansion, that is multiplying out using the place value, or use successive multiplication? Are you getting me? So it's either use the power expansion or use the successive multiplication. So we're going to solve some problems that is related to those two methods, so you can get it very well. Let's look at this example. Example 1. Convert 110101 base 2 to base 10. Now we're going to use the two methods that we discussed earlier to get it. That is, first of all, let's use the power expansion to solve this. So method 1. Method 1. Using the place value. That is 1 0 1 1 1 0 1 0 1, right? Okay, so from here, this is your 0 1 2 3 4 5. This is in base 10. To convert it to base 10, so it will now be 1 times 2 raised power 5 plus 1 times 2 raised power 4 plus 1 times 2 raised power 3 plus 1 times 2 raised power 2 plus 1 times 2 raised power 1 plus 1 times 2 raised power 0. Are you there? Okay, so raised power 0, so we work on that. We have equals to 1 times 32 plus 16 plus 0 times 8 plus 1 times 4 plus 0 times 2 plus 1 times 1 times 1 times 1, okay, plus 1 times 1, sorry. So we will have equals to 32 plus 16 plus 0 plus 4 plus 0 plus 1 equals to 53 base 10. 53 base 10. Let's look at the second method, the successive multiplication method. Look at the second method. Look at the second method. The second method, let's go back. Second method, we'll look at okay, see the same question. That is 1 1 0 1 1 1 0 1 0 1. So from here, that is times 2. Why is times 2 is because 2 is the base, it is in base 2, so that is it. 1 times 2 is our 2, right? Plus this one here plus 1 equals to 3. So 3 times 2 here is 6 plus 0. You know where the 0 comes from? Alright, plus 0, we have 6 here times 2. So 6 times 2 here, we have our 12. our 12 plus 1, our 12 plus 1, our 12 plus 1 will give us 13. Are you there? 13 times 2, we have 26. 26 plus 0, which will give us this plus 0, which will give us 226. Are you there? 26 times 2, which will give us 52, plus 1 to give us 53 base 10. So check very well. Initial one discover that you have the same answer. That's 53. Go through it very well. You discover it. So then you go to the power expansion. So you have the same answer here. So that is it. Let's look at our next. Okay, example 2. Change 625 base 7 to base 10. Now we use the first method and second method. So let's start with the first method, which is the power expansion method. So method 1, so that is 625 base 7 so that is 6 times 7 raised power 2 plus 2 times 7 raised power 1 plus 5 times 7 raised power 0, which is equals to 6 times 49 plus 2 times 7 plus 5 times 1. Are you there? Okay. So now 6 times 49 will give us 294 plus 14, this times this 14, plus 5 times 1, we have our 5, equals to, we add this up, we have 313 base 10. So let's go to our second method, that is the successive multiplication method. That is our method 2. So method 2, we have 625 times our 7 here, which will have times our 7 here. This will have 42 plus 2, so we have 44. Are you there? So 44 times 7, 44 times 7, we'll have 308 plus 5, which will give us 313 base 10. So if you go through it, you discover that the answer is the same. We have 313 base 10 here in the second method. If you still scroll, you still have 313 here in the first method. So it's very simple. Let's look at our next example, which is okay. Now look at our example 3. Convert 134 base 5 to base 10. So this is the first method. Method 1. Now, which is that is 1 3 4. There is 0 1 2. So we have 1 times 5 raised to power 2 plus 3 times 5 raised to power 1 plus 4 times 5 raised to power 0. So from there you have equals to 1 times 25 plus 3 times 5 plus 4 times 1. Now we should now give us equals to 25 plus 15 plus 4, which will give us 4 base 10. So you look at the second method. Let's solve using the second method. Second method, we have our 1, 3, 4. The here is our 5 times 5. We have 5 plus 3, which will give us 8 times 5. 8 times 5, which will give us 8 times 5 here will give us 40 plus 4, which is equals to 44 base 10. So that is it. We'll see in the next class. We'll see the